Hi, I'm Trey with Inlay Protector Solutions here in Houston, Texas. Today we'll be showing you guys how you remove film off this McLaren using 3 different methods. We have your steamer, your heat gun, and the sun. We'll be using the steamer for the door. I'll have my co-owner Tina come in and hold the steamer while I pull the film. There's different techniques of pulling the film. You can either pull it away from you or towards you. So I'll show you the 2 different ways and how it works. So we're starting this corner of this door with the steamer. So go ahead and Tina, go ahead and steam it. You want to get it warmed up before you start pulling on it. So give it a couple of passes, and I'll pick it with my fingernail. The other way is pulling away from it. You can see how harder it is, and it's leaving adhesive. So when you do it this way, it's a big no-no. When you do it this way, you have a higher chance of pulling paint off the panel itself because you have more tension going away from the panel itself. So always remember, when you're removing film, pull it towards you. It'll be the best way so you won't remove and damage paint. So on this fender, we're gonna use the heat gun. So I'm gonna heat it up first and then start pulling. As you can see, the actual heat gun is melting the film to where it's breaking a lot easier, it's breaking apart. Just be careful not to heat up too much like I did. I'm breaking the film from overheating it. And it's leaving some adhesive marks a little bit. It's getting the job done, but I still recommend using the steamer. So this is taking a little bit longer than the steamer did, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to the steamer and try and get this job done a little bit faster. You see how it just pops up versus the heat gun? So she's just here helping. You don't need a second person to use the steamer. So the good thing about the steamer that we're using is this head right here. It's made by Pot Systems. A lot of people knock it in the industry, but for me, I think it works really well. It has this film tip or head, and all you do is you rub it on top of the film, and it makes it easy to pull off the film versus having a nozzle or just a, I guess, like a brush. So the foam helps a lot. As you can see, we're outside in the Texas heat. The McLaren's been sitting outside for about 4 hours. I'm gonna start pulling the film, which is another method of pulling the film is putting it out in the sun. So let's try it and see how it goes. Like the other one, pick up the edge, get it started. It's pretty hot, burning my fingers. So got it started, let's start pulling. It's come out easier than the heat gun, but not as good as the steamer. It still requires a little effort, and the panel is super hot, so it's been in the sun for a while. So trying to work as fast as I can, get out of this hot sun. So we got the McLaren back inside from being out in the sun. So it did bake in the sun for about 4 hours. You guys noticed in the video, you can see the panel wasn't evenly distributed in heat. So when I was pulling the film, it was a lot better than the heat gun. But like I said before, it's better using the steamer than you do with either the sun or the heat gun. Using the heat gun makes the film a little dry. It bakes the actual adhesive, so that's not a recommended way to doing it. But if you can control your heat temperature in your heat gun, pulling the film might be a little bit easier than the sun, but that's gonna be your preference. So guys, we just finished up doing the video of showing you guys the 3 different methods of removing film using the steamer, heat gun, and the sunlight. My preference in removing the film using the steamer, so I'm gonna get back at it, removing the rest of this car. See you guys next time.